Hello, welcome everyone to DS Gate Guidance. Today we have here is Mr. Ansari Osama from MS Engineering Design Branch. Okay, so we are going to ask him a couple of questions regarding all the gate scores, interview guidance, how he got the admissions. Okay, and he is currently pursuing MS program. So we'll also going to ask how the MS program is different from the MTech. Okay, so Ansari bro, can you start with your intro, please? Your name, your
Yeah,
gate score. Yeah.
yeah. Myself Ansari Sama, and I did my BTech in mechanical from University of Mumbai, and then after that I did a job in a material testing laboratory. My CGPA, my gate score is 487, and the general category, and CGPA is 8.62.
Okay. Okay. So, what were the list of colleges you applied for with this gate score?
Basically, I had applied only two college. First one is IIT Madras, and the second one is IIT Hyderabad.
IIT Madras and IIT Hyderabad. And your
Yeah,
gate exam year was 2020, last year, correct?
yeah, 19. I had given 19 only.
Okay, okay, 2019. Okay. And can I ask you why did you choose engineering design branch? Any particular reason for it?
Yeah, see, this branch is quite interdisciplinary, and you can learn various domain of knowledge subjects like robotics is there, material science is there, biomedical is there, and automotive is there. So this is only the branch where I can learn different subjects also. Now even my coursework also, I'm learning my course from the varied department like electrical, ocean engineering, mechanical, even applied mechanics. So seeing this, I had taken this branch.
Okay, so considering all this, you have taken the MS program. Okay.
Yeah.
And can you shower us with some information that in MS program there are two different ways to get admission? Am I right? The
Yes. Yes.
STRA1 and the NSTRA1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you throw some information on that? Why and what are
Yeah.
those
See.
methods for the admission procedure?
Yes. See. First of all, HTRA is the one where we are getting stipend like 12,400. Whereas non-HTRA, we are not getting any stipend. This is the only difference between HTRA and non-HTRA. The second thing is non-HTRA cannot be converted into HTRA. Though it is written in brochure, but that brochure is an old one or which is not updated one. But if you read the updated one, if I had gone, I had asked the department HOD also, and even I had asked the research secretary affairs, like so they only told that non-HTRA cannot be converted into HTRA. So many people are confused and they are thinking that once we get into non-HTRA, we will write gate and score very good score and rank and score, and then we will convert into HTRA. But it is not possible. So about the opportunities we speak about, the opportunities are same for HTRA, non-HTRA. Nothing is different. The only difference is stipend. Rest everything, each and everything is same.
Okay, so I've been getting this query a lot. The people who are thinking to apply for NSTRA program, what is the
Yes.
advantage? What is the advantage of it over the STRA program?
See, even at
Is
low
there
gate
any
score,
difference with the gate score?
yeah, gate score difference. Like last year, I was guiding many people, and I know people without gate score also they got call from non-HTRA. So without gate score also, low gate score also they can get call. But converting is a tough, like interview and other parameters, CGPA, work experience. If they have this all sum up for final list of selection.
Okay,
So
so
the yeah.
so even people with no gate score even can apply for it, correct?
Yeah, without gate score also one can apply. People had got call also. Like
Oh,
so many people have told me that they have got call how to prepare for the interview. Last year I'm talking about. So they have got call for without gate score also for non-HTRA.
okay. So you were admitted in MS program, correct?
Yes.
So it's a 3-year program. Everyone knows.
Yeah, but the duration is from 2.5 to 3 years. It may be 2 years also. So there is no fixed duration. Two
Okay.
to 3 years we can have. But on an average, 2.5 years is there. 2.5 to 3 years.
Okay. So one my main doubt was if you are getting into an MS program and MTech program, does that create any difference between the placement opportunities for the students?
No, not at all. Both the programs, see, the company doesn't like segregate on the base of MS and MTech. Everyone can sit for the placement. So there is no difference between MTech and MS if it comes for placement point of view. So the MS will get the same placement, whereas MTech also. Yeah, it may happen that sometime MS people get, suppose some R&D company comes, so sometime it happen like MS people get more preference as compared to MTech people. But it's very few companies are there. Rest in India, MS and MTech are same for placement point of view.
Okay, so one more thing. What were the list of departments that you have applied for from this GATE score?
I had applied only two departments. One is engineering design, second is material science.
And you got call from both?
Yeah, both I got called.
Okay. And you ultimately you admitted in engineering design?
Yes.
Okay. So can you list out some of the features where the engineering design branch is, students can focus on the engineering design branch? What are the outcomes of it? What are the advantages of this branch?
See, if one is planning to take this branch, first of all, there are 4 to 5 different subdomains are there in this branch. The first one is automotive, where e-vehicles and automobile sectors come. The second one is robotic system, where my research is there. The third one is biomedical research areas, and the fourth one is material science. So if anyone is interested among these areas, should apply this. The second point is about the outcome. See, there is no MTech program in engineering design. It's fully research oriented. So if one is inclined toward research, like if he want to pursue his MS in any of the 4 domain, he should apply. He should go for this branch. About the placement point of view, the placement is very much like variance is there in this branch. Like minimum, you can get 10 to 12. Like you can get even below 10. Like you can also get. It depends fully upon your research area, on what area you are working. Like if you're working on some AI or data science machine learning base, there are labs are there. The research is going, so you can get placement up to 20, like 25 like also. But if you are working on some other domain like material science or other some biomedical, the placement 10 to 11 lakhs also there. So there is a wide range of placement range is there in this branch, and all this depend upon your research area only. Which research area, which lab you are selecting. Once you get selected, then there is an orientation section will be there in ED department, and then you have to select guide, you have to select lab. On the basis of that, which area you are selecting, which area you are working, or the selection or the placement will be depend upon that.
Okay, so you have listed many things aside in a single go. I'll list out some things that you have mentioned before, that you can apply for different research areas. Okay, so if one wishes to go for the if one student wishes to go for the non-core sector job, then he or she can easily develop that coursework according to that only. No, you can do that part also. No.
Yeah, see, you have a freedom to select course. Unlike MTech, there is no freedom. You can select any course. Like myself only, I have taken course from ocean engineering, from electrical, also from applied mechanical. So you can select a course from any department. There is facilities are there in ED. It depends upon guide, and you have to talk with the guide. Suppose there is one candidate who are from mechanical and he had applied. There are my friends are there who had applied in CAD CAM lab. There is some means AI data science. So he had taken course from all the courses from CS department and from electrical department. So there is wide range of things are there. You can take course from other department also. But some course you have to take permission from guide, and the rest you can take from yourself also.
Okay, so flexibility is there.
Yeah, flexibility is there.
Okay. So I have pretty much covered everything, I guess. But lastly, yeah, one thing. What should, according to you, what should a student be prepared for the interview which is going to be held in the coming weeks? They have not announced it yet, but what a student should be prepared for when he or she gets a call for the interview?
So from in general, if I will say, so from mechanical point of view, or whether ED department or any other department, ocean, mechanical or applied mechanics, aerospace, I will say in general. So the mostly 5 to 6 questions they ask. The first question is introduction. So while you are introducing yourself, tell that point only which you are confident, which you can say, which you can justify. If they pick any point from that introduction. The second one, they will ask you your favorite subject. So you can say that your SOM, strength of material, and this one, fluid mechanics, thermodynamics, and this subject you can say. So in that also you have to learn study specific only topics only. Like for strength of material, you have to learn like first chapter like the different various graphs are there, stress strain graph, and then beams, SFD, BMD. This is the most important topics they are asking to every candidate, whoever is saying some. Okay, and the third one, and this like theories of failure, and this all these topics important. In fluid mechanics also, the fluid kinematics is important topic. Boundary layer is very important, and all these dimensional parameters. So this is important in heat and from heat transfer. The force convection of free convection is important, and radiation, and then heat exchange is very important. Okay, these are some topics they are asking. And if you are saying material science, then from manufacturing basic portion, like basic manufacturing portion they are asking. And from material science, if we are saying, then iron carbon diagram is one of the most important topic, and then a triple T diagram, and then various heat treatment process. Okay, so what I'm saying, study like a limited only, like but you have to concept clear it, because they are asking most of the question from the concept only. And the third one is the third question they ask, like from mathematics. Okay, the various graphs question they asking, like a plot sin x graph, or plot e raised to x graph, plot log s graph. So there is an app called Desmos. So you have to just type the value, and then you will get a graphical indication will be there. I think we will put the link in the description of the Desmos app, so you will be familiar with all the graphical question they are asking. The second, in that only linear algebra question, matrix, eigenvalue, eigenvector, they are asking rank of matrix, and they are asking probability also. So you learn this also. And the next question they are asking if you have any research area. For example, if one is applying in ED department, they will ask that if you have any research area where you want to work, like any prior experience, BTech project. These are some familiar questions they ask. Why you applying from? If you apply for non-HTRA, they will definitely ask why you applying for non-HTRA program. Okay, so this is a question. So these are some questions they generally ask.
One thing in the application form, they have mentioned that you have to mention the research area in which you have to you want to work for. So in that research front, do they ask questions from that research proposals as well?
It's very less rare. If you apply for management department, then they will ask. But apart from that, very rare chance that they will ask question. See, whatever they are filling in the research proposal is just an we have for MS program and PhD. But the actual research will begin once they will get allotted a guide. So discussing with the guide, and then whatever they allotted, that from that phase, the actual research will begin. Else, whatever you're feeling, see, many people just fill 3 to 4 lines. Also, then they also getting selected. So don't get times like what to feel, what to in research proposal. Some are thinking like they have to go for literature review and they have to propose something. This nothing's like that. You have to put, see, while you're applying for research proposal, just like your BTech subject, why you want to apply that department, what do you want to learn. If you have any idea, you can put. If you don't
just
have
the
that,
overview. Just
an overview. Yeah.
Okay. So the topics we have listed earlier regarding all the GATE subjects, you need to prepare only from the GATE perspective, no? Not going through all the standard reference textbooks and all. No need to mug up, no?
No, not at all.
Okay. I think I've covered pretty much everything, and rest I'll. Okay, students. So I have covered everything, and if I have left with anything, you just put it in the comment box, and we'll thank Ansari bro also for helping us out. And okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, bro.
Welcome.